Today on the channel, from Mcfarlane, DC Superman. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another DC Mcfarlane unboxing and review. But for all your DC figure needs, make sure you're hitting up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. But today, like I said, we're back to Mcfarlane, which seems a little bit strange. As you guys that have followed the channel, and I've conversed with some of you guys on social media, I'm just not all in on this Mcfarlane DC line. I'm not really attached to DC. I'm attached to old school DC, Super Friends, I always say. Superman, Green Lantern, there was a few back in my heavy comic buying days. Superman was one of the ones I was buying every issue for. I was in the midst of the death of Superman, all that. That was my 5-year wheelhouse of buying Superman comics. So I do got some attachment to some of the characters out there. It just goes back to my complaints with DC and the Mcfarlane line, just the scale, leading a little bit too statuesque from time to time. Plus, a lot of complaints of even diehard DC fans in this Mcfarlane line. It's just too many Batmans. And I was never a big Batman fan. I know a lot of people are, just not for me. I really lean towards Green Lantern and Superman as my two favorite DC characters. So I'd seen this Superman on the shelves for a long time. It was on clearance at my local Target, so I finally pulled the trigger. I said, you know what? I need at least one Superman representative in my collection. Might as well make it this DC Superman, because this is, when I think and I close my eyes, I always say on these Ultimate Edition figures and figures like that, you know, when you close your eyes, who do you see when you think Superman? When I close my eyes and I think Superman, this is the Superman I think of. So I said, you know what? I need that in my collection. I'm going to pick that one up as a one-off. And that's probably what I'll do. If the Hal Jordan classic Green Lantern figure comes out, hopefully one of these days, I'll probably pick that up as well. So there'll be a little bit of dabbling, as I like to call it. I dabble in the DC Mcfarlane, but I'm definitely not all in. I'm not going to buy all these Universal Batmans from a million different things I've never even heard of or seen before. But when they come out with some iconic ones, I just may dabble. I may put my toe in the water and pick them up. And I may even pick up that like bizarro looking, like zombie looking Superman. I still see him out and about. I'm just keep going back and forth. Do I need to complete that Build-A-Figure? I'm like halfway there. I feel like part of me needs to finish that Build-A-Figure, even though I have no idea who the Build-A-Figure is. I might just end up selling the Build-A-Figure pieces for pennies, I'm sure, at this point. But I don't know. So that's a little DC talk. I even wore a DC shirt. I really have no DC shirts, but I was at Five Below on the hot Star Wars hunt, and they had a big clearance rack, and this shirt was there. $2.50. I said, $2.50? I'll buy any t-shirt for $2.50 for the most part. I can mow the yard in it. I can do a figure review in it, and that's what I'm doing. I got a little Wonder Woman, so I'm representing DC. I'm all in DC today. So there you go. But this Superman caught my eye. Like I said, I'd seen it for a long time in one store. For some reason, one store has had a lot of these, and they've just sat forever, and they finally clearanced it down to like $15.87, I want to say. And I said, you know what? I'm going to pull the old trigger, and that's what I did. So there it is in the package. The traditional Mcfarlane packaging we know and love at this point in time. DC Multiverse Superman down here. You got the nice blue. I do love that blue background. Always pops against the black especially. And then Superman in his traditional outfit, as I like to call it. Love that as well. Nothing real fun there. Superman Action Comics 1000 is what this represents. Okay, there's that. And then you got the back, a nice little glamour shot. I've talked about this before in my other Mcfarlane reviews. I would really like to see a picture of the figure, like posed, and maybe like a nice studio shot for the figure. I don't know why we don't get that. So we get comic book art, which, I don't know. And you get that same comic book art in the trading card. So I don't know. And then same thing down below. It's like, it's art, but what do the figures look like? That's what I care about. I care about the figures. We're going to see the art with the packaging. Just always strange to me. I don't know. You guys tell me. Collect them all. It looks like there's a different Superman in this set. Of course, a Batman who laughs. And then this Bat Raptor. Yeah, the Bat Raptor. Source, Action Comics 1000, 2018. There it is. Each figure comes with a collectible trading card, Mcfarlane Toys. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'll always be promoting. All right, let's pull them out. Let's see what we got going on here. See you later. Oh, he comes with a flight stand. How about that? There's a trading card and a flight stand. I didn't see that in there. Now that's a nice touch. I mean, that's something Marvel Legends, I think at this point we've only got a flight stand with Black Widow, that deluxe Black Widow. So I am definitely not opposed to a flight stand. I think that is very neat. Good for the collectors out there. Good way to display Superman. He'll definitely be on a flight stand for me. There it is. I was talking about before, I love the blue classic packaging back there. See you later. So he's got a little flight stand action. Does it just plug on in? Yep, slides right in. Bam, you got yourself a flight stand. It looks actually to be a decent flight stand. So I like that. That is a nice touch. Comes with a flight stand or just a regular stand if you don't want him in flight. But I'm going to have him kind of hovering, I think, as well. I'll do with my Superman. So I appreciate that. That's great. That was an unexpected win right there. There's this Superman card. It looks like it grades about a 10. I think I might send it in and see how much thousands of dollars I can get. Not really, but Source Action Comics 1000, 2018. Height 6'3", 235 pounds. Sent to Earth from the dying planet of Krypton as a baby, Kal-El was found by farmers Martha and Jonathan Kent and raised as their son Clark. As Clark grew up, the radiation from Earth's yellow sun gave him extraordinary powers, which he kept hidden. Now fully grown, he uses his powers to protect the adopted world as Superman. The Man of Steel is virtually invulnerable and has the power of super strength, super speed, and flight. He also has enhanced senses, including heat vision, x-ray vision, super hearing, and super breath. There you go. What doesn't he have? He is truly a Superman. So there we go. We got extra hands in here. I like that we get the fist. I always like my Superman figures with the fist. Remember there used to be Justice League figures by, I think it was Kenner Hasbro, probably early, mid-90s. I used to buy those. There was a sweet Doomsday beat-up Superman 2-pack. I remember having that back in the day. I really like those sets. My first ever Mcfarlane pickup, as you guys probably remember on the channel as we reviewed it, was the Devastator. I don't know if it was actually Devastator. It was some kind of Devastator type figure, we'll call it. Oh, we're buckled in. I missed that. There we go. Now that's better. This cape. Come on. Get this cape through here. There it is. See you later. I picked up that Devastator figure, if you guys remember that. I really like that Devastator figure. You guys know me. I love big characters, big ones. And like I said earlier, the Death of Superman was in the heart of my wheelhouse of reading Superman comics. So I felt like I needed that figure. It'll pair well with this Superman, I feel. All right, let's see. First impressions here. Tight joints, gotta love that. That ankle. You know, the same complaint I have is still there for Mcfarlane figures. I just don't like that huge ball in the ankle. I don't know. It's just not for me. I know they have it on their Fortnite figures as well. Ugh, there it goes. Shoulder little stuck, but fairly good articulation on this one. You got your knees, you got your ankles, of course. The toe articulation, can't be missing that toe. You got head, you got the removable hands. Shoulders, bicep swivel, you got the elbow. I mean, these always remind me of very similar to a Marvel Select figure. I think I've probably said that before as well. But that's kind of where I put them. Sometimes a statue, sometimes a figure, somewhere in between. But this Superman is not terrible. I mean, like I said, this is my Superman. When I think Superman, this is what I think. I love the flight stand. We can get a lot of different poses. Unfortunately, his head doesn't have as much articulation. It's limited by his hair. I'd like to kind of do the old Superman thing with his head way up, but you're not going to be able to do that with the articulation on this one. But I'm glad the paint looks good. You know, every once in a while you get some chipped paint and some issues. But, of course, he'll fit in this flight stand, right? He's got to. So there you go. Right there. Fits right in that flight stand. Got to figure out what kind of pose I want to get him in. Maybe I'll just give him the old school levitating pose where he's just kind of hovering off the ground. It's not a really high flight stand. You're not going to get a lot of height with this flight stand. But for being a free stand, I love it. I wish if they put a flight stand or something like this with every single DC figure, that would be a true game changer. I hope Marvel Legends does a little bit more flight stands as well. You can make your own. I do make my own. I do buy some off Amazon every once in a while. But yeah, not a bad figure at all. Like I said, I'm not all in on this line. I will dabble. I will pick up some here and there, including the Superman. Like I said, if they get me a classic Justice League line, I mean, I'll pick that up. I heard they announced like a new movie Justice League. I'm not in on that. I need the old school Super Friends. I want 80s. And that ship may have sailed. Maybe people aren't looking for that anymore. I don't know. I'm not really hip to my DC news and what people are looking for, but I got to think there's room for a Super Friends line. Give me the Super Friends. That's what I want. Maybe I'm stuck in the past. I probably am, but it is what it is. But I'm happy to have this Superman. $15-something. I'm all right with that. This is a good purchase. This will fit well. In my little display, I'm going to put it next to that one Devastator. It's not Devastator, but it's Devastator. They did announce this week, and I think you can pre-order it right now at Target and GameStop and probably other places. But there's a Superman Devastator 2-pack. I think that's pretty cool. If that would have been out before I got my Devastator, I probably would have picked that thing up. Instead, I said, I'll get the Superman. I don't need to pick that up. I have them both now. So that's what I'm doing. You guys tell me what your thoughts are. You guys tell me your thoughts on this Mcfarlane line. I think we've talked about it before. You guys can tell me your thoughts. Did you pick this Superman up? Is this your Superman? This is my Superman. How about you guys? You guys let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We got videos every single day, as you guys know by now. Turn that old notification bell on. And until next time, for my boy Superman and my brand new Wonder Woman shirt that I only paid $2.50 for, I'm Kyle. I'll see you guys real soon. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another, strangely enough, Mcfarlane DC review, and this time we're doing Superman. But remember, for all your DC Mcfarlane needs, hit up Big Bad Toy Store, link in the description below. So today we're doing another DC Mcfarlane figure, which is a little strange, as I am definitely not all in on this line. I've got a lot of complaints